You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!
It's going down. What's up, man? It's going good.
Yeah, man. When you got hurt?
Sammy, man. Sammy.
No, when you got
Oh, I just got in.
Oh, you just got
Like this morning.
Is it working out over here?
I know that's right.
Trying to go
It's
home.
old school Centerville.
Yeah, listen, got to go home, baby.
Old school Centerville.
Yes, sir.
Angel, what's the
How are you? Yeah.
So Deontay, so you predicted an early knockout or what?
Well, you know, I'm just, at this point in time in my life, you know, I like to punish and then knock you out. You know what I mean? I think it's more a satisfaction for me. And then, you know, I like to see my opponents visit the hospital every now and then.
So you expect him to fight an inside type of fight?
It's Chris Arreola we talking about, so that's all he know. It's inside, all he know is pressure, which, you know, I don't understand why these fighters, every time they face me, they feel pressure is the blueprint to me, which is not. You know, all my career I've been fighting on the back feet. I'm one of the best heavyweights in the world that can fight on his back feet. That's an advantage for me. So, you know, but with boxing, it takes more than just talking about just pressuring a fighter. What happens when a fighter uses angles on you? Or what happens when a fighter, my legs alone? So his one step is two steps to mine. So now you're just playing cat and dog chase. You know what I mean? So
Now, Vitaly Klitschko, he couldn't knock him out. Would that be would that be impressive for you? Would that be a goal for you to do something that Vitaly Klitschko couldn't do?
well, not really, because he's already been knocked out. You know what I mean, by somebody else. So with that being said, that's already done. I could understand if he was a fighter that never been knocked out. Then now it would be impressive. So it's not impressive no more now because somebody had already done it. So you know me, but you already know me. When it comes to Deontay Wilder, they come to look for the knockouts, and that's what I do. That's what I deliver. The thing that separates me from other heavyweights is the fashion that I knock guys out in. You know what I mean? I don't just knock you out. I really knocks you out to a point where it's life-threatening. Look at my last fight. Even looking at the Stavern fight, I told Stavern I was going to be here to an inch of his life, and I did everything I said I'd done. With the Spuka fight, I thought I killed him. You know what I mean? So it's not just because I knock guys out. It's just the fashion. The form and fashion of how I knock people out, what makes me the knockout artist.
Does he have a style that makes him prone to a knockout against a style like yours?
He definitely have a style. That pressure come style is prone to a knockout, because if you pressure me and my arm's already long, so I don't really have to do much. All I got to do is, it's just like I'm driving, you in the back of me and you pressing me, I just throw a rock up with no force. When that rock hit, it's bam. You know, so it's just simple. It's simple as that. You know, which I love pressure fighters though. You know, I love them. They give me a challenge. They keep me moving. They keep me thinking, and that's what I love. This is boxing. That's why boxing is the best for me, because it's a sweet science. It's an art to it. You have to think and what you want to do, and that's one of the reasons why I never look at films to study nobody. I look at, because when I get in that ring, I want to be surprised. I want to have some kind of challenge for me, for my mind, you know. So
Deontay is both an athlete and an entertainer. Why do you like Birmingham? What's good about this place, the facilities, that sort of thing?
Well, number one for Birmingham, you know, from day one, it showed me love. You know, even when my own city didn't show me love, it showed me love. You know, they picked back up 15 minutes and called and said, let's do it. You know, from that point, you know, when you get a city, even though I tell people all the time, I don't just represent my city, I represent the state of Alabama as a whole, so everywhere is my home. You know, but here, you know, they understand. Mayor Bell understand. You know, when it's trying to bring entertainment and excitement to the city, to the state of Alabama, he understand. You know, we have the same vision of bringing people to here to see, to bring back, because a lot of people have it misconstrued of what Alabama like or what it is, and and it was my gift to give back to my state to say, hey, let me bring the world here so they can see, and when they leave, they can take their own judgment and express their opinion to whoever else they come. But as far as the boxing thing is concerned, it's growing fast, and I remember when me and my trainer manager JD's. Years ago, we sat back and said, one day we're going to do this, one day and this, and it warms my heart. Each and every time I have a fight here, that our dream, we live in our dream, basically. It's unfolding before our eyes, and it's only getting bigger and bigger.
How important are fights like this for the heavyweight division, championship fight in prime time for everybody to see? It's
very important. I mean, you're talking about fighting for your title. I am the heavyweight champion of the world, and now I'm defending my title to somebody that really wants it. So it's a life-changing event for the ones that. It's a life-changing event for the one that keeping it, and it's a life-changing event for the challenger that's trying to take it. And boxing go rich in history from years and years and down in history, and it's a great event, for everybody to come to witness for themselves to see. So, it's very important.
How soon do you expect to be back in the ring, after the Mariella fight?
Well, after, we never look past nobody, but I always say I look through, so that way I can answer your question, because I can look through them, but never looking past. And, before I became a champion, I said I want to be an active champion, just like I was a contender, or just like I was a hot prospect coming up. I was very active coming up. So as a champion, after this one, I rarely. This has been my longest time away from the ring right here. After this, you can expect me back in 2 more months or so, or shorter than that. The thing about it, for me, like, I can get out of my bed and go to the gym and just spar or do whatever, or I don't even have to train, and I can fight because I got a God ability to do that. Not everybody can do that. I can do that, and I don't know why he blessed me with the ability to do that. I can do it because I've done it many times before. It's certain things in the gym that I do that regular fighters don't do. But I don't tell them that, because I don't want them to get away from what they supposed to do, because what God got for me is for me. It ain't for nobody else. So what I can do, everybody else can't do. And my brother a witness to that. He'll tell you right now, I don't run a day in my life. I can't say I run miles of road work, because I don't. Y'all don't have to. I'm blessed to be able to still have stamina, to best not get tired and still do the things. There's a lot of things that I don't do.
So what do you do to work on your stamina since you don't run?
Well, it's just the things that I'm working on, like mids, Most time mids, and, when I'm with my strength trainer, like I said, I got a nice mansion outside. It's a big lake, so it's water. So that's where I get all my work from, out of water. Water 12% effective than wind. Sand is too, 12% effective than wind. So it give you some kind of force that you need. So I get a lot from that. It can be wonders what water can do to your whole body.
So you swim in your lake?
Most definitely. On my boat, on my boat, sometimes I do a workout hanging from my boat. I got 2 boats, so I got one that can go super fast and turn curves. So with that one, sometimes I get on the back of it and do pull-ups from it as the resistance of the water come to get me. It's a hell of a workout.
Hey, champ.
2 more questions.
Chris said earlier that his experience would play a factor in this fight. Are you prepared to deal with his experience?
Oh, most definitely. Stavern said the same thing, Lil Al. You know what I mean? With the experience, we know with the experience, you got to put in that work. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And with my experience, I'm consistent of what I do. I'm always fighting. That's how you gain experience, to stay active, to stay in there. You don't gain experience just because last year I had one fight, next year go on, I don't have no fight. Next year go on. You ain't gaining no experience. You just sitting around. Right. You gain experience through work. And the people that know me, I put in that work, because I'm fighting often, and I put that work in. That's how you gain experience. But, we can say all we can want to say outside the ring, but it's only gonna matter what happens January the 16th inside there.
Hey, Deontay, are you gonna try to get some rounds in, or you think you're gonna get him out there early?
I'm gonna let God take the wheel, and he be our designated driver, and whatever he designate me to do, whether it's a knockout in the first round or a decision in 12th, that's how we gonna go. My thing is to please the fans and get the crowd what they want. And so far, we've been on the road, we've been on the street here, coming back home, fighting in Birmingham, Alabama, and giving the people what they want to see. A beautiful performance, and then a knockout in the end, so they can go home and tell about it. So that's what we gonna do, baby.